Hey guys, so I'm back with another vlog and I'm here to tell you guys 10 things that you should know when going to Korea. Recently I just got back from my trip to Korea and I'm going to share with you guys things that you should know to make your trip a little bit easier. And then at the end of this video I'm going to share with you guys a few places that I suggest you guys visit and the all-important question, where to buy K-pop things. So on that note, without further ado, let's dive into this. 10 things you should know when going to Korea. Let's start off basic, the language barrier. Usually when I tell people I went to Korea, the first thing they ask me was, how did you communicate there? How did you get around? How did you talk to people? Most young people in Korea do speak some English. Especially if you go to Seoul or one of the bigger cities, you will find a handful of people that speak English, and the vast majority of young people do know some. And when you go to restaurants or go shopping and things like that, most places either have English menus or their waiters and waitresses generally speak decent enough English so that you can get by. But for the most part, if you are a English speaking person and you go to Korea, it shouldn't be the end of the world if you stay in major cities. If you go out into more rural areas or you talk to people that are like older and stuff, and then you might have a little bit of trouble because they probably won't speak English very well. Language is a big worry for you. Just stay in Seoul and you should be fine. Thing number 2, tipping. So in Korea, you don't really tip people for anything. So you don't leave tips at your table at a restaurant, or you don't tip hotel people or taxi drivers and that kind of stuff. Tipping in some parts is considered rude, and it's like you're giving someone money because you look down on them or you think they're poor or something like that. So generally in Korea, you don't have to worry about tipping, which I think is really nice because more money for me to go spend on other things. And the money conversion rate in Korea is very simple if you're from the US. You basically take your US dollars and add 3 zeros to it at the end. So 10,000 won is equivalent to about roughly $10 in American currency. So if you're at the store, you're looking at something that's 5,000 won, just take the 3 zeros off at the end and you're looking at something that's about $5. Pretty straightforward. Moving on. No shoes in the house. Generally, this is something Asian cultures do as a whole. They don't wear shoes in the house or in traditional restaurants that require you to sit formally and things like that. So usually if you go to a restaurant that is more traditional, they will have a little shoe locker or some area to put your shoes out before you walk in onto the wooden floors. So especially if you're coming from America and you're not used to it, then keep in mind that you will have to take your shoes off when you go into traditional areas or into someone's house. On that note, moving on to the 4th point, which is sitting on the floor. If you go to a traditional Korean restaurant, you will probably end up sitting on the floor on some sort of mat or chair that doesn't have legs. And most likely you will end up sitting with your legs crisscrossed, and after sitting for about an hour or 2, your legs will probably hurt a lot. So when I was there, I had to do this quite a lot because I went to a lot of traditional restaurants. And every once in a while, I went to take a bathroom break, not just because I needed to go to the bathroom, but just because my legs needed to stretch. So if it's not something you're used to, keep in mind that you will probably have to sit like that if you want to go eat traditional Korean food, and it can be painful. Just remember to stretch your legs and don't sit like that for too long, or else your legs will go numb and stuff, and it's pretty uncomfortable. So keeping on the topic of food, number 5 is side dishes. When you go eat traditional Korean food or Korean barbecue and that kind of stuff, you always notice that you get lots and lots of side dishes. Well, they do that in Korea as well, and they do that a lot. So pretty much everywhere you go, if you're not eating Western food, you're gonna get lots and lots and lots of all these little side dishes. And the most abundant thing that they eat is, you guessed it, kimchi. So if you're not used to eating kimchi, well, just give it a shot. Try all the little side dishes. A lot of the stuff is really good. So just try a little bit of everything, experience the culture, and have some fun while you're eating. Keeping on the topic of eating still, number 6 is using metal chopsticks. If you go eat traditional Korean food or in a Korean style restaurant, you will probably end up having to use metal chopsticks, which is very tedious on the hands, even for me who I've been using wooden chopsticks my whole life. So get ready to work out your hand muscles through chopsticks. Pretty much if you don't know how to use chopsticks, you might want to learn, because some places you go may not have forks and things like that. So you probably want to learn how to use chopsticks and start working out your hand muscles so you can use their metal chopsticks. So okay, moving on to number 7, let's get into transportation. Number 7 is using the subway or the bus system over there. Their subway system is incredibly efficient, especially in Seoul, which is where I spent most of my trip. I can't vouch for other cities, and I'm pretty sure they don't have subway systems in rural areas, so I can't really say much about those places. But if you're in Seoul, then you want to use their subway system. It has a lot of English there. You can buy your tickets and stuff in English, and it's very efficient. You're gonna be able to get around to pretty much wherever you want to go, and it's gonna make your life a lot easier. Don't rent a car in Korea, especially in Seoul, because traffic can get pretty bad, and the street signs and stuff are all in Korean. They're very confusing for outside people who don't know and can't read what's going on. So you want to avoid renting a car. You want to use their public transportation system, which is very efficient, very clean. It's nothing like New York's subway system. It's incredibly clean and nice. But something to keep in mind while you're using their public transportation system, moving on to point number 8, is being polite. There's a very big sense of respect in Asian cultures, and especially in Korea. It's like a hierarchy. Older people always get more respect and stuff, and younger people always have to respect the older people, the elders and stuff like that. So for those of you who are on buses and things like that, if you see a person that's older, and by older I don't mean a few years, I'm generally talking about like elderly, then you most always want to give up your seat for them, because that's considered respectful. If you don't, you can be considered pretty rude and looked down upon. And usually on buses, the front area seats are reserved for the elderly and the handicapped and things like that. And usually on subways, it is the areas that are right by the doors that go from car to car. And usually those seats are kind of different colored as well. So you can kind of tell, just if you see elderly people, give your seat up and let them sit in their priority seats and stuff like that. Be respectful. And on that topic, one of the other things you will notice a lot of is bowing. If you're not used to it, when you walk over there, people are going to be bowing to you all over the place. And at first you're going to feel like, yes. But in all honesty, it has to do with politeness. And when you're at a hotel and things like that, the employees will bow to you as a sign of respect and thanking you for staying at their place, something like that. Because in Korea and a lot of other Asian countries, respect is a very big deal. So when you're shaking your hand, use 2 hands, like hold it, you know, that kind of thing. When you're talking to someone or acknowledging someone, do at least a slight bow. When you're greeting someone or thanking someone, it is a sign of respect. And especially when you're talking to older people and you say hello to them or something like that, then do bow. When you say bye, then bow again. Just be respectful and respect their culture and respect elderly people. So number 9, when you're out shopping, especially in night markets and things like that, areas with a lot of stores, so you're gonna experience a lot of people and things like that when you're out shopping, but not just the people that are walking around and shopping. Pretty much every store, when you're in a shopping district area, is gonna have someone standing in front of it advertising, trying to get your attention and greeting you as you walk by and those kinds of things. It's really different than a typical American mall. So while you're over there and you're shopping, do expect to see people standing in front of the stores advertising and stuff like that and trying to get your attention. You can just walk by, you can say hi to them and keep walking or something if you're not interested, but do expect to see a lot of people kind of badgering you and pestering you to try to go check out their stores and their products. So last but not least, number 10, while we're on the topic of shopping, is where to find K-pop merchandise. As you can see, I just bought this, which is my Girls' Generation fabric poster. It is super nice, I love it. And I bought a ton of other K-pop merchandise while I was in Korea. If you don't like K-pop, don't go to Seoul or any big city, because you will experience a lot of K-pop. There's a lot of music playing from all the stores everywhere. Generally it's all K-pop. You'll see K-pop things and celebrities and stuff, all their faces, pretty much everywhere you go when you're inside the city. So if you're looking for K-pop things, this is the part for you. So I would advise you guys to go check out the Myeongdong night market and that area, the Myeongdong subway station, because inside that subway station, it's a pretty small subway station, but inside of there are 3 K-pop stores located inside. Here are a few pictures of them really quick. And here are some of the pictures of the things I bought. You can find pretty much anything there, from posters to CDs to glow sticks to pictures, and I don't know what else there is, but it's like everything you can imagine. Pillows, folders, these slogan towel things, and pretty much everything you could want. It's pretty awesome, and buying stuff over there is a lot cheaper than buying it online from overseas. So if you're gonna go K-pop shopping, definitely go do it while you're in Seoul, because it's gonna save you a lot of money, and you're gonna be able to get all the stuff from the source. So last but not least, a few places and things that I would suggest that you go check out while you're there. So while I was over there, I was in Seoul and I was in Gwangju. Seoul is the northern area of South Korea, and Gwangju is in the southern area of South Korea. And basically when I was there in Gwangju, I would suggest you guys go check out the green tea fields, which are these massive mountains covered in green tea. They're extremely, extremely beautiful. And I would definitely advise you guys to check that out if you're gonna be in the area. If you're gonna be in Seoul, then definitely check out the Namsan Tower. It's this beautiful tower that's really, really high up on a mountain, and it offers an amazing view. And if you guys go up there, you're gonna wanna go to the top of the tower, because the view is amazing, and it's just a really, really nice area. It's a place that couples love to go, especially with the love locks and stuff there at the base of the tower. So you guys are gonna wanna go check out that stuff as well. Go check out the night markets. Night markets are a big thing there, especially the Myeongdong night market, which is where I spend a lot of my time shopping, buying street vendor food and things like that. All of it is just so much fun. Other things to do are to check out the Bampo Bridge, the Rainbow Bridge, which is really, really cool. At night it lights up and it has this little water show with music playing and everything like that. And all in all, look up things online. There's plenty of guides and suggestions on places to go. Korea is really, really awesome, and their culture is amazing. So if you guys get the chance to go there, then definitely take that chance. Go experience their culture, enjoy their great food, enjoy their K-pop, buy some cool things, check out some cool stuff, and you guys are gonna have a lot of fun over there. So if you guys have any questions about things to do or anything that I've said in this video, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I would love to answer your questions or offer some more suggestions on what you can do, things to check out, or where to buy more K-pop or anything like that. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and if you guys are going to Korea, I hope you guys have an amazing trip. I wish you guys the best. And for those of you guys who don't have the opportunity to go to Korea, well, you can always watch K-pop things online and experience the culture through dramas and other things. That's pretty much what I do. But again, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to leave a comment down below, and I would love to answer any questions you may have. So on that note, I will see you guys later.